A very, very good day to you. I hope you're having yourself an amazing, amazing Friday. This is the Blackout Fire Updates, where I'm here to tell you about each and everything that was making headlines in Africa today. I have news from all over. I have news from Mali, I have news from Niger, I have news from Burkina, I have news from Sudan. Of course, we're going to be looking at Kenya too. We're going to be looking at Benin, we're going to be looking at Equatorial Guinea, and we're going to be looking at Guinea also. So a lot has been happening in Africa for the past 24 hours. We're going to be looking at each and every news piece just to keep you on the know. Our main focus of the day, however, is on California, where the state of California has agreed to apologize for state's legacy of racism against Black Americans under the new law. So California will now formally apologize for slavery and its effect on Black Americans in the state under a new law that was signed by Governor Gavin Newsom on Thursday. The legislation was part of the package of reparations bill introduced this year that seek to offer repair for decades of policies that drove racial disparities for African Americans. Newsom also approved laws to improve protection against hair discrimination for athletes and increase oversight over the banning of books in state prisons. The state of California, he said, the state of California accepts responsibility for the role we played in promoting, facilitating, and permitting the institution of slavery, as well as enduring legacy of persistent racial disparities. He said, building on decades of work, California is now taking another important step forward in recognizing the grave injustice of the past and making amends for the harms caused. Newsom signed the bill after the vetting process. It's called the vetoing proposal. So it is going to help Black families reclaim or be compensated for property that was unjustly seized by the government through eminent domain. The bill by itself would not have been able to take full effect because lawmakers blocked another bill to create reparations agency that would have reviewed claims by Black families. So California entered the Union as a free state in 1850. It sanctioned slavery and approved policies and practices that prevented Black people from owning homes and starting businesses. Black families were terrorized, their communities aggressively policed, and their neighborhoods polluted. That is according to a report that was published by First in the Nation State Reparations Task Force. So now that is why the California is formally apologizing and taking a step into reparations. So Newsom is the governor of California. He approved a $297.9 billion budget in June that included up to $12 million for reparations legislation that became law. He already signed laws including the reparation package aimed at improving outcomes for students of color in K-12 education program and a lot of other things that I'm seeing here that have been happening in California. So that will mean now California will formally apologize for slavery and its effect on Black Americans in the new law that was signed by Governor Gavin Newsom on Thursday. So I'm seeing that other states in the US are also have similar laws tabled, but California has moved further along on the issue than any other state. And lawmakers introduced the legislation this year that is going to see 12 million USD for reparations legislation becoming law. So that was California apologizing for slavery, racism against African Americans, which it admitted has been happening the longest. I'm not really familiar with what is happening there, so I just reported it as it is. Coming closer to home in Africa, there was reported gunfire in Equatorial Guinea as the Equatorial Guinea president is visiting Russia for diplomatic talks, by the way, as we are speaking at the moment, becoming just another African country that is seeking to strengthen its ties with Russia. It looks like everybody is now trying to befriend Russia. So gunfire was reported in Conakry, and Guinea's military junta is calling the reports fabricated. So Guinea's army locked down the city center for a short time on Thursday, following reports of gunfire near the presidential palace. So it was indeed true, gunfire was heard near the presidential palace, although the Guinea's military still claims that the reports of the gunfire were fabricated.
On the situation in Guinea Conakry, where, as we reported earlier, heavy gunfire has been heard near the presidential palace in Conakry. Unclear who's responsible for this gunfire. We're going to bring in West Africa correspondent now, Nicholas Haak, who's joining us on the phone from Dakar in Senegal. And Nick, I know you've been speaking to people in Conakry. What are they telling you about what's happening?
Well, currently, Foley, there is...
There are reports that it might have been an attempted coup in Conakry in Guinea because the gunfire were heard near the presidential palace. So, and for the fact that the Guinea, the army is really denying the fact, even though people had gunfires, and the army had to shut down the city center for some time. So it looks like they might have been an attempted coup in Guinea. It looks like there might have been an attempted coup in Guinea on Thursday, that is yesterday, because I was looking at a report by AP that is talking about a handful of soldiers opened fire on special forces surrounding the palace before the special forces overpowered them. So it looks like there was an attempted coup that never really materialized because the special forces that guard the palace looked like they overpowered the ones that were trying to overthrow the government. The official, also, according to the AP, the soldiers that were overpowered and were killed were also part of the Guinean army, only that they looked like they had descended. They had they looked like they had been a split in the army, with a certain section of the Guinean army trying to overthrow the government, while the other one was still supporting the government, and therefore made it impossible for the group that wanted to overthrow it to be successful. The ruling military junta, however, denied reports of gunshot, even though people heard them, and said that the reports were fabricated. The gunfires that people heard were fabricated. Remember, soldiers overthrew Guinea-Bissau Guinea has been under military rule since 2021. That is when soldiers overthrew President Alpha Conde in 2021. So it has been getting ruled by a military junta, and ECOWAS, as it does, has been on the forefront of urging Guinea to go back to civilian rule, because elections are set to take place next year. It looks like there's going to be elections in Guinea next year. So with elections coming next year, I do not understand why there was an attempted coup, because most of these coups are sponsored from outside. Even though for this one, I really doubt, because of how disorganized it was, and it was just a few soldiers who tried to overtake the palace, and the fact that they were overpowered within minutes. Right now, several West African countries have undergone coup over the past couple of years. There is Mali, there is Niger, there is Burkina Faso, there is Guinea. So that West African bloc looks like it's, for the first time, going to be the bloc that is going to... Almost every West African country under ECOWAS has either had a coup or an attempted one. But the problem with coups is, once a coup happens, subsequent coups always come. More coups will always come, because now with subsections in the army, a certain section not being content with the current leader, so you always have to be careful that another coup does not happen. Because in Burkina Faso, the army also claimed to have thwarted a coup this week in Burkina Faso. The army claimed that there was an attempted coup in Burkina Faso too, that almost happened, were it not for the fact that the Burkinabe army received intelligence reports a few hours before the coup. That is that I'm talking about this week, according to the spokesperson of the government. I was reading that report yesterday where he was saying that they had foiled a coup attempt and arrested coup plotters. About 14 people were the ones who were plotting the coup, and it was mostly a network of military officers, civilians, and activists that had attempted to destabilize Burkina Faso. So they had sought to target citizens, and part of the plan was what had led to the murder of. There were about 100 people that were killed a few weeks ago, civilians that were killed. So the 100 people that were killed in central Burkina Faso about 2 weeks ago, were the army chief was talking about that the coup had 3 phases. The first phase was to kill as many civilians as possible, and that is why we saw 100 people killed in central Burkina Faso, and they claim it was a jihadist attack. But in real sense, it was the first phase of the coup. They wanted people to lose confidence in the government's ability to protect them. And so now when they initiate the subsequent steps, the subsequent phases, it will now be easy to have the people on their side, because now people do not believe in the government's ability to protect them anymore.
Heavy gunfire, troops.
Now was Guinea, another attempted coup in Guinea, another country in West Africa. That is why I'm saying the domino effect. It's now really hard to rule a West African country, because the army chiefs and the citizens are just looking at their neighbors and seeing the coups happening and everything that is happening. And of course, they're going to attempt one too. An example being the one that was attempted in Guinea by a few soldiers. And you can believe for a fact that once that happens, then another one is going to come. You can foil 1, 2, but a third one is going to come. There was that other one that happened in DRC that was led by Americans who were sentenced to death. I don't know whether they have been hanged yet, but this year we've had so many coups and attempted coups in Africa. Some civilian, some military. It has always been, there's been several of them happening, and that just shows the precedence that is getting set now, that people are starting to realize that, you know what we call democracy for the longest might not actually be democracy. It's a smokescreen, and we actually never vote for our leaders. And that realization is causing that. I believe that realization is the one that has been causing the effect. That now people are realizing, we need to take power back. It's hard to do that through an election. So that is why countries, especially in ECOWAS, in the Western Bloc and the Southern Bloc, are now taking the coup route, where they now do not believe in the power of democracy anymore, And it is understandable when you've been voting for 60, 70 years without seeing a change. Every 5 years for 60 years, people queue up and vote for new leaders, and no change happens. It's as Keats puts it, it's a mathematical absurdity for a country to have elections in 70 years. Those are how many elections? Many elections. If you divide 70 by 5. And for all those elections, more than 10, 12, 14 elections, it's a mathematical absurdity that in 14 elections, there wasn't one sober leader who could try and change the condition of the people. It's mathematically impossible to have 14 elections without one sober leader getting elected. Having the same breed of people coming in and out, and the people remaining the same. Actually, the situation's getting worse, the unemployment getting worse, with the birth rate going up, and now more people, the population growing, and it's a dangerous point when the population is growing, but the opportunities are not. The employment opportunities are not. The investment opportunities are not. So what we are breeding every year is a new breed of graduates, a new breed of uneducated people. Now the graduates and the uneducated people who could never access school now are out in the streets every year, about 1 million of them, going out in the streets with no new opportunities. What happens? Crime is going to go up, of course. People are going to try to run away from their continent, from their countries, because majority of these people are young people, and young goes with energy. They are energetic people who want to be productive. They're just trying to get their life in order. And it's a really disappointing state when you're 24, a fresh graduate with no job and no hope in your own country. And you look at people who graduated 5 years before you, they also don't have jobs. And the uneducated ones also don't have jobs. So now it's the educated, the uneducated, the illiterate, no jobs, no opportunities, no environments for growth. So that is why Africa, instead of it growing, if you look at it, don't look at the books are going to lie to you and tell you that Africa's GDP grew by 54, whatever percentage they want to put. They're going to tell you the per capita incomes, I don't know, the per capita in Ghana grew by whatever percentage they want to tell you. They're going to tell you Africa's economy overall grew by this percentage, but they're never going to show you the other side of the books. By how much did Africa's debt grow in that same period? How much of Africa's mineral were exploited on that same period? Actually, let me not use the word exploited. Let me use the word they use. How many of Africa's minerals were mined during that time period? Compare the minerals that were taken from them. So they're just going to tell you the percentage in the books. I don't know that the continent grew with, but in reality, if you go to the ground, if you go to Ghana, if you go to Senegal, if you go to Gambia, people are suffering, and it's getting harder every day because more people are going into the population, more people are going into the job market, into the market, and there is nothing that the market is offering them. And that is, of course, going to lead to insecurity. It's going to lead to more slums because now there was one slum, then in that one slum, three children were born in that slum. They can't find a job. So three more slums are going to come up. Three more slum houses are going to come up of that family because the three kids that were born of that slum cannot find a job. They cannot find anything productive to do. And the three kids that are going to build more slums are going to give birth to more poor people. And therefore, poor breeds poor, and it becomes really hard to break off the vicious cycle of poverty. Because instead of the government helping break the vicious cycle of poverty, it feeds into it. Because one of the components of the
brand new sitting in the box. It's been out there for 2 years. Oh shit! I got the Morris Live.
yeah, because instead of
the guy was on the other damn phone talking about generator. It started. It's a hurricane hit in here tomorrow. I remember last time my power might go off. Damn, look at that traffic trying to get off right there. Man, that shit going way back. These damn hurricanes, boy. Florida's fucked up. I remember my power. I laid in my bed last night. I had no power or nothing. So I had to get my ass up and go to work. Shit. Like a slave.
You still have no power?
No, I got power. I thought my power was going down. My power never went off. But look at this shit. Look at this damn traffic. Everybody trying to get back into Florida. They told me to stay out. Everybody's now coming back into Florida to see what damage they done. Do me a favor, tomorrow. Pull up. Hurricane Helena damage in Florida. HELENA. Hurricane Helena damage. Let's see. If I told it, man, it's fucked up now. Go back east. It's a dead stop out there. I'm glad I went over early and got that shit up. Look at that shit. Everybody's trying to come back and assess their damage. They were made to evacuate. The government made everybody evacuate. I see everybody's trying to come back into the state. Traffic's fucked up. I got to go back and check on my property tomorrow. My house probably gone. That's right. Your shit. Right. Your shit gone. So
Wow. Let me share a video.
I heard somebody screaming. I heard somebody screaming. They died. Ah! Ah! You dead and stink, and they told you to get your punk ass out.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
We got alligators and shit all out there. You go out home, alligator bites your dick off. Ah! Shit, fuck all that. Alligators all out there in that swampy shit. Alligator jump out, bite off half your nutsack. Ah! You wanted to come back home and check on your property. Your property gone, nigga. Shit. At least if you would stayed and wait, you have your ball sack. Now you got no house and your ball sack gone.
That look good.
It was all flooded. His house all flooded.
When did this happen?
Huh?
When did this happen? Yesterday?
Yesterday. Yeah, hurricane came in last night.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it, Demore. Now you're gonna go in there. You know it's all kind of gators and poisonous snakes in there. Florida got poisonous snakes, water moccasins. I'm trying to look through shit and a poisonous snake bite me on my ass cheek. The hospitals are closed. Fuck all that. I'm dead. I want to go look at some shit. Nah. all kind of wild cats out there, them jaguars out there running loose. Bitch, fuck all that. Nah. I'll wait. The house is already fucked up. So he getting back early ain't gonna change that it's fucked up.
You haven't talked to your neighbors, Keith, to ask how the houses look.
Huh?
You haven't talked to
What
your
the house is
neighbors
good
yet.
now? Hey, if they shit fucked up, what can I do about it?
But I hope it is not as
I'm not
damaged.
Jesus, tomorrow.
I hope it's not as damaged as this.
Yeah, a lot of people shit fucked up. That's Florida for you. You're gonna be butt naked living in the streets.
Hope you don't join my show tomorrow under a bridge.
I'm gonna be alright. I was talking to the Lord. The Lord said, Keith, you are that motherfucker. I said, I know, Lord. I know that motherfucker. I'm gonna keep you safe. I said, that's right. Better do something, goddammit. Better get your shit together, Lord. Fuck around with me. Come home and find my shit all like that. Try to smack some people in the mouth. Hell going on. You see what happened in my house? Shut your ass up. Look at my shit. You a damn about your house. You see mine? Smack you in the damn mouth. I'm living out in the street, all butt naked, got no clothes. See my clothes that got washed away with the house? What am I supposed to wear?
Yeah.
I only got them underwear you always be talking about. Shit.
Wow, this is bad.
That's right. It's fucked up. That's Florida. That's what happens in Florida. It says another one out. It says another one out there too. Shit. Another storm that's coming.
And you're going back there?
I live in Florida. Of course I'm going back. What are you talking about?
How do you go back to a place when they're saying another one is coming and you can see the damage?
Then you can do you get underneath a tree and roll up underneath a tree and hope no goddamn gator bites you in the neck. Yeah! The gator got me! Ah! There's alligators all in that shit, Demore. Alligators all in that shit. The
What did the Lord say about alligators?
Lord said, stab them in the head and you cook them because you ain't got nothing to eat. All the stores are fucked up. So the Lord said, you take it, you cook that motherfucker and eat him. I said, goddamn right, Lord. We have a gator meat tonight.
Looks like this hurricane experience has taken you back to the Lord's way.
All right.
Yeah.
Lord, make a fire, some of these falling down trees. Cook that gator on an open fire. Shit. We ain't got no seasoning out here to get to season his ass with, but shit. We'll lose a little bit of the sea salt or some shit. I don't know. Shit. But we gonna cook his ass up. We gonna skin his ass and cook him.
Wow.
All right. Skin him and cook him. We be eating gator steaks tonight.
Looks like the place is this. Nobody's here, by the way. People ran off.
Yeah, they had to evacuate. They were told to evacuate. If you don't evacuate and you need help, nobody's coming to save your ass. You just die. Be out there. I see the people. Somebody. A lot of people stay. I heard some people screaming. Ah! Ah! Too bad for you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. This is like Africa now, nigga. You fucked.
Yeah, some people though, like these ones, still wondering what is happening. High as a motherfucker.
They probably are. I got me some dope. And I'm high. That's right. All my shit is fucked up. Don't know where I'm gonna change my drawers at. The house completely. Takes a long time to recover. They gotta tear all that shit down. Because when the house gets damaged like that, you can't save it. It's got water. All that shit's gotta be torn down to the ground.
I actually think sometimes nature is kind to us as Africans, because if we ever had hurricanes happening in Africa, then we would have thousands.
Oh yeah. It'd be terrible because of the financial situation. Yeah. It be death everywhere.
Nobody's going to tell you to evacuate. The first thing that happens is power goes off, so you won't even know you're supposed to evacuate, and now you're dead. Now,
nobody got hard. They got no car. Motherfucking people walking 18 miles. You ain't walking 18 miles from no hurricane. You ain't gonna make it. You dead.
You might make it, but you're walking straight to heaven, not 18 miles.
Yeah, you ain't 18 miles. You gotta get away hundreds of miles. Tomorrow, that storm was. Well, I don't know what that is in kilometers. That storm was 400 miles long. Tomorrow, it was 400 miles in diameter. Whatever that is in kilometers, you had to translate that shit. I don't know what that is. You talking about walking goddamn 18 miles. You ain't getting away from that shit. That shit was 400 miles long. 400 miles. What is 400 miles? Like what?
Let me see. That's thousands of kilometers.
Say how many kilometers?
That's 600 kilometers. That's more than the distance between Nairobi and Mombasa, to put it into context. It was wider than the distance between
Mombasa
Nairobi and you're not walking away from the only place you're walking into are the gates of heaven, because now you're dead. Did the hurricane blow up your internet? Okay, it looks like the hurricane also blew up your internet, because I can't even hear you right now. Yeah.
Break it up. I'm in a bad area.
Yeah, that looks bad. I hope your house is not as damaged as the ones that I'm seeing on the screen. Otherwise, you might be joining the show from under a bridge tomorrow. If it's this bad,
Yeah. I was like, I got something to wipe my ass with. I'm good tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can take that swamp. I can take that swampy water right there. Have my gun shoot a dead in the head, and I can wash my ass tomorrow. All that counts. I don't want to be stinking shit. I'm already
Is
homeless.
there going,
Why
are
add?
there,
Why
is
add?
there going to
Why
be like
add?
financial assistance to the people who are affected or something?
Why? Why add insult to injury? Yeah, they don't. Nah, they're not fixing the house. But they do give food. You have it's America, so they're gonna have food ready for them
There's
and
no money. You
clothing.
mean there's no money to assist the people who are affected?
But to rebuild the house,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
no, you got no, yo, you got
South Sudan.
insurance.
There's money
Oh, you got
there's
no,
money
you
to
got.
sponsor wars in Iran and in
Of course,
Palestine.
they don't give a fuck about you. You
Iran.
crazy? Just why you got. Come on, every house you buy, you got
Cut
homeowner.
Iran. Can't we cut
Every
back
house.
Iran's budget and help people rebuild their houses?
Oh, they don't give a fuck about that. No, you got homeowner. Your house is your responsibility. You got homeowners insurance.
Okay.
But that's a scam because they say you got homeowners insurance, but you don't got flood insurance. Your house is flooded, so we're not paying you shit. So in Florida, you got to have flood insurance and homeowners insurance because if it floods like that, it's still standing. The, the, um, the, um, the homeowners insurance said we're not paying that. That's flood damage. He said, yeah, but I'm still fucked up. So yeah, but your house flooded. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Shit.
Crazy.
You know, if it's blown away like that, say, yeah, I ain't got no flood damage, motherfucker. My house is all fucked up. It's blown away. And that's going to take you years to fight their ass to get your damn money.
But they're gonna tell you to talk to the Lord. He will repay you.
Yeah, they going to talk to the Lord. They gonna try to find some way not to repay. See, that's why living in Florida is expensive because of the hurricanes that come every year. And most insurance companies don't want to be in Florida no more because
Yeah,
they don't want to. They
That's
don't
why
want.
Jibajaba is saying that insurance companies are pulling out of
Yeah,
states with that get
exactly.
hit by natural disasters like Florida.
Exactly. They're pulling out. They don't want to be here. They don't want to be here to pay all these damn natural disasters that happen every year in Florida. Where they losing money. Insurance is a scam, man. They just want to make money in case some shit happens. That's why insurance was created in the early 1920s as a scam. You know, it's all some scam shit. So I just keep giving you my money in case some shit happens. But when you know it's always going to happen, I'm going broke. Then, goddamn it, because every year you got hurricanes in Florida. They're like, nah, we can't be insuring you motherfuckers. That's a wrap. So so that shit flooding, houses all fucked up. And the funny part, I got to go deep down there Sunday. I got to go deep into that shit Sunday. But now my house is all right tomorrow. I already know. I live in Northwest Florida. My shit all right tomorrow. I'm good, but the next storm might hit my shit.
Mm.
I'm cool right now. I'm good. Shit. It's all sunny out here right now. Everybody's house all fucked up. You got traffic going back that way. Traffic is at a standstill. Everybody's trying to get back to what you're looking at tomorrow. Because everybody was made to evacuate to the next states. I had to go up to Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. So everybody's now coming back into Florida to see what kind of damage, to see they shit that look all fucked up like that. So now the roads are just at a standstill right now. People just sitting in traffic. Traffic is so bad. So hoping Sunday when I got to go down there, it ain't this fucked up like it is I see now. But you know, hey. Now tomorrow, I live in Northwest Florida. I didn't get no damage. I'm chilling because the Lord said that's key shit. You don't fuck around like that. I said, you're right, Lord. That's right. You do what you do.
But
That's key shit.
don't touch that.
Right. He can't go back home. This shit all fucked up and flooded.
Mm.
He can't go back like that. He can't live like that. He got too many African mouths to feed. That shit happened to my shit. Everybody in Africa gonna be fucked up. It's gonna. My shit fucked up, niggas. I gotta spend money on my house. What about us? I'm like Cameron. I'm firing everybody trying to build my shit back.
You can just get a Kenyan visa and come sleep on the couch. I'll donate.
You want me to sleep on the couch with my
No,
ball sex all sweaty?
I'll donate mine. I'll donate mine. You can sleep on my couch as long as you do the dishes.
I want to sleep on your couch with your goddamn girlfriend yelling at me. I had to smack her in the head.
But now you'll have to do the dishes because I'm the one going to work.
I ain't doing no damn dishes. I got America. We got dishwasher. I can't. Let Joby do the damn dishes shit.
Yeah.
Joby,
As we come to the end of the show. Joby's
yeah, we'll be
coming.
back. We're back in a minute, guys, with me and Joby. Hey Ross. Hey Ross, how's it down there for you, brother? How's it down? You down there for Lauderdale, right, Ross? Ain't you down in Lauderdale, man? How's it down there? Coming to New Orleans? I was going to New Orleans, they said. I mean, I don't want to say no bad news. Better them than me, goddammit. Ain't you down in Fort Lauderdale, Ross? Ain't you down in Lauderdale? That storm was so damn big. I know it fucked up a lot of places down in Lauderdale, Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete. Look at all that damn damage. Shit. That's big as that. That's why they don't want to insurance nobody, Demore. They don't want to pay none of that shit. Fuck you, motherfuckers. You're on your own.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no insurance. That's billions of dollars. That happens. And for the last, I think the last 6-7 years in a row, it's been a bad hurricane every year in Florida. Every year. Every damn year. Because that one just hit.
Yeah, and I lost two kids. His network is messed up. And Russ says, I'm in West Palm Beach. No effect, just windy a few days. So I've lost kids with his bad network. But they're coming back with Joby in a minute. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's always a
No
pleasure.
fake. Just windy.
Back, he's back.
Palm Beach, Florida. So he's yeah, he's in West Palm Beach. He's on the eastern side of Florida. That's probably all on the western
Oh,
side
you
of
back?
Florida. So yeah, he's okay. Well, yeah, I'm back. I'm happy to hear that, Ron. So cool. So okay, so West Palm Beach just got a lot of wind. They get no damage. All right. So all that shit just on the west side of Florida right there. The east coast of Florida's okay. From Miami all the way up to Jacksonville there. It's just the west coast of Florida. It's all fucked up.
Jabba is asking whether we are eating pig feet today, beef tongue. What are we eating today, Joby? Rice and beef. We're eating rice and beef, Jabba. The beef tongue is on.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. Right, depending on what kind of beans. That sounds pretty good. Rice and beef.
Rice and beef. Yeah. Rice and beef, not beans. Beef.
Rice and what? Rice and beef?
Yep.
Oh, that's even better. Shit. Yeah. All right.
You can have the pig feet today as you're walking through your.
I'm not eating no damn pig feet tomorrow. That's all the country niggas eat that shit.
And you can add goat nuts onto it.
You be in America tomorrow, and you'll see motherfucking black people in the country walking down the street with a foot in their mouth eating that shit. You're like, God damn, motherfuckers eating a foot tomorrow. For real. Is it high now? You said it's high? I guess not. Well, good. It needs to be high. You shouldn't be eating that shit.
You are lucky that the hurricane did not touch your house. You'll be having pig feet in a.
I don't eat no pig feet. You imagine how I know we slay. You imagine how bad you gotta be tomorrow. You walking down the street, you don't know you wrong, but you have an old animal split in your fucking mouth. You're walking down the street with a whole fuck, and what they do in America, these Negroes, they put hot sauce all on that shit. Got my pig. They put a bunch of hot sauce on that shit. Look this up tomorrow before you leave tomorrow. Look this up. Say, go to YouTube and say black people eating pig foot. I want to see what they got. Say black people eating pig foot. All right. You know you gotta be fucked up. We fucked up and that motherfucker walking down the street with a whole foot in their mouth.
Is it that it's
Like,
cheap? Is it that it's available, or why are
it
people
used to be cheap, and now my friend says it's expensive now. I don't know how he would know. I guess he's still eating that shit.
So there's a pig
This
feet
thing is
addiction going on there?
You still say it again? What'd you say, Demore?
You have pig feet addiction?
Well, me, I don't eat that shit. I ain't never eat that shit in my life. Black people, yeah, because they got from slavery, they were forced to eat that fucked up shit. I never ate no damn pig foot. I thought it was, I'm gonna walk down. I used to always see, I go visit my cousins, they would eat that shit. I said, walking down the street with them foots in their mouth, like, god damn. Man. The pick a pig foot.
Hundreds of videos talking about how to make sticky, juicy pig feet. Food
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. They be making that shit.
I'll send you one link so that you can make one.
You ain't gotta send me that shit. I don't eat that shit. I don't need no pig. I don't need no pig feet. I don't need no chitlins, what they call pig guts. I don't eat none of that shit. I was there, as Malcolm X said, you was a gut eater, not me. I ain't never ate no guts, and I never ate no fucking feet. Ever. And then, what they call fat back.
Pig feet and ugali. Pig feet and ugali.
God damn. Pig feet and ugali. Shit.
Yep.
That'd be rough. You talking about you talking about a heart attack by the time you 35.
You give kids pig feet and ugali, he would rather jump into the hurricane than eat that.
You be like, what's wrong with me? Why my dick don't work? Cause nigga, you been eating pig feet and ugali. Why your damn dick is all fucked up? I can't get. Doctor can't get hard. We know what you been eating. Pig feet and ugali. Yeah, nigga, you full of starch and shit.
Yeah.
God damn. I'm going, and nigga, you going blind. Yeah. Pig feet and ugali.
Yeah. Much love, family. See you
What's up, guys?
The diary of a young country.
It's a diary of a young black pig feet eater.
Nah. Yeah. Much love, family.